Oh. Hey everybody, it is me, Dr. T, and I am back with another fearless leap out into the void that is craft beer and good music. And tonight we are going to be trying another heavily fruited smoothie style sour. But this is not from Imprint Brewing. This is not a schmoogie. This is from a little place up in Portland, Maine called Lone Pine Brewing Company. By little place, I am being slightly sarcastic, even though they just started in 2016, founded by two high school friends, Tom Madden and John Paul. They've evolved into one of the largest craft breweries in the state of Maine. And in 2018, they were the fourth fastest growing craft brewery in the entire United States. So apparently 2018 was a really leap forward year for them. And apparently, yeah, because I'm down by Philadelphia and I can get this in a bottle shop, local bottle shop. So their distro is at least as far south as southeastern Pennsylvania. But what are we drinking tonight? Yes, it's called Holy Donut. This is a series that they have of, as they call them, Imperial Double Fruited Sour Ale that they do in conjunction with a unique donut bakery in Portland called The Holy Donut. That bakery makes what are called potato donuts. Potato donuts are donuts where some or all of the wheat flour, the normal flour that you would use in making a donut, is replaced either by potato flour or mashed potatoes. Surprisingly, this yields a donut that is lighter and fluffier than normal donuts. So there you have it. But this particular iteration of their Holy Donut series is called Blueberry Glaze. They actually use blueberry glazed donuts in the production of this beer. But what does the brewery have to say about it? They say the newest rendition of our ongoing Holy Donut series is here. This 7.5% ABV double fruited sour ale is stacked and ready to roll with heaping additions of blueberry complemented by smooth vanilla and sweet lactose sugar. This smashed up smoothie is sweet, tart, and dense, but still refreshing. If you'll remember from prior episodes, lactose is a non-fermentable sugar. It's also called milk sugar. It is a sugar that is derived from dairy milk. And by being non-fermentable, you can add it to a beer and the yeast won't eat it. So you end up with a sweeter product in the end. Found out some interesting things on their website also about the beer. It is made with pale malt and white wheat. White wheat is going to give it a fuller mouthfeel, thicker mouthfeel. And it's made with Willamette hops and blueberry puree, vanilla, lactose, and Maine potato donuts from the Holy Donut. So they do sneak a little Willamette hops in there. They do want you to get just a little bit of hop bitterness in there, but it really should be very, I'm expecting something very full mouthfeel, fruity, blueberry forward, sweet and sour at the same time. But let's crack it open and see what we're working with. Oh. Because this isn't a smoothie style sour, I'm just going to decant about 2/3 of it and then give it a little swirl. You'll recall Get in front of the camera, Scott. There you go. You'll recall that when drinking heavily fruited smoothie style sours, I always recommend rolling the can end to end because some stuff can settle down. Same can be expected here, but since it's not as thick as one of Imprint's schmoogies, I'm just going to give it the old swirl and see what we end up with. Looking good. Dark purple. Beautiful. Little tiny bit of head. You kind of uh, don't expect a lot of head in heavily fruited sours, but it is a gorgeous deep purple. Nearly completely opaque. Just at the very top, you can see it's a little lighter. Light can penetrate a little bit, but not very far. Not all the way through the glass, that's for sure. Oh, tons of blueberry. Very sweet blueberry, almost jam like on the nose. Not really picking up much else. Maybe real light, almost like a vanilla buttercream kind of aroma. But the blueberries are definitely up front and center. Mm, that's quite tasty. It is not nearly as sweet as I expected. If anything, it leans tart. You get tart blueberry up front, little bit of sweetness, not like the jammy blueberry that was in the aromas, but you do get some sweetness there. Interestingly, you get the donut flavor about mid palate. You get a cakey vanilla, slightly sweet. It's really it's a donut. You taste donut when you get to the mid palate. Finish is fairly tart. It is just maybe a whisper of a little bit of hop bitterness at the end. Not much at all. The donut's really interesting that you're actually getting completely aside from the blueberry, you're getting the donut flavor. Mouthfeel is not as dense and heavy as I expected. Maybe they leaned heavily towards the pale malts and just added maybe like 25% of the bill was white wheat. But it doesn't have that fluffy, heavy mouthfeel that I was sort of expecting. But it's quite refreshing. There's actually a little bit of effervescence in it. And carbonation makes it through. If you watch any of my other Schmoogy episodes, you know that carbonation it just isn't making it through a Schmoogy. They're too thick. This is not. This is uh, medium full mouth feel, but definitely a lot lighter than a Schmoogy. It's not as creamy and mouth coating as a Schmoogy. It is a bit effervescent, and that makes it rather that and the tartness make it very refreshing. Quite good. So, what do you think we should pair with this beer? Now, I could have played on the color, the fruitiness, the expectations that were in the beer, but I'm tired, boss. I'm tired of digging that deep for a theme. So, we're going to go kind of with the first impression. We're going to go superficial. and we're going to tie it all together at the end because I am just that kind of guy. So with Holy Donut, we are going to pair that heavy metal epic Holy Diver from Dio's first album of the same name. Enjoy.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away, holy diver. Yeah. Shiny diamonds, like the eyes of a cat in the black and blue. Something is coming for you. Look out! Race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away, get away. Between the velvet lines, there's a truth that's hard as steel. Yeah, the vision never dies. Life's a never-ending wheel. Say, holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump, jump on the tiger. You can feel his heart, but you know he's mean. Some light can never be seen. Yeah. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? No, no, ride the tiger. You can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away, get away. Gotta get away, get away. Holy diver, some survivor. You're the one who's clean. Holy diver, with the captain in blue coming after you. Holy diver, holy diver.
So how was that? It rocked, and you know it. Now, I will admit that the video, the production values, the action sequences are pretty dated. Now, Who am I kidding? Even back then, they were ever so slightly cringy, but they were still awesome. I mean, you got to remember, uh, from an early time in his life, Ronnie James Dio was a huge consumer of fantasy novels and science fiction novels. And throughout his professional trajectory from the band Elf to Rainbow to his stint with Black Sabbath to the formation of his own band Dio, he was doing something back then that very few other bands were doing, which was weaving fantasy into the music. Very few bands were doing. Led Zeppelin did it some. They're not really a metal band, but they're a kick-ass rock band. Black Sabbath did it a little bit. Not a ton, but songs like The Wizard did bring a fantasy element in, but Ronnie James Dio did it consistently, and it was well received. As his name says, he was a god. One of the best, most iconic voices in heavy metal ever. Back when heavy metal singers actually sang and weren't just taking the microphone, ramming it into the back of their throat and screaming. Sorry, off on a little bit of a tangent there. Gonna get some hate. That's okay. If you love like deathcore and doom metal, feel free to roast me in the comments. It's cool. But iconic, absolutely iconic. Showed talent, creativity, and bringing something different to the masses. Much like this beer, talent, creativity, and bringing something different in the form of potato donuts in a beer to the masses. This beer is drinking really nice. If you find yourself in the distribution footprint anywhere within Lone Pine Brewing's area, do yourself a favor, pick some up. But if you like what I'm doing here, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell too, because I'm putting out new content all the time and I would hate for you to miss any of it. But much more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know if there are beers or songs you wish you would see on this channel, and I will do my best. But until next time, my fine metal brethren, remember, if you listen to fools, the mob rules.